Good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome to Angels Speak, the show where we hear from our beautiful angels. They tell us something all the time, and especially every day, they give us some guidance for us to work with, for us to wrap our brains around and say, I wonder what that means. Sometimes it's very clear, sometimes it's a little cryptic, but always it's exactly what we need to hear. Good afternoon, Linda. Good morning, I think, to you, Prachetta. It may still be nighttime, but hello in India. And Auntie Jean, everyone else that's coming in, thank you for gathering for story time. This is the Angels' story time. Every night they have me write what they want me to write down from them. And every day I speak it. So this is the time for that. And I'm going to get right to it as soon as I turn my little noisemaker off on my phone. Okay. All right. So, it's early in the morning for you, Prachetta. Well, what a great time to hear from the angels. This is a great time to listen in to see what they want to say to you. And then maybe you can drift off to sleep with this message. So today's blog message, it's not a puzzle. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Soren Kierkegaard. I love puzzles. And I especially love figuring out how to see how the parts fit together. Many times in life, we try to make things make sense and see how it fits together with the rest of the puzzle, only to spin out from exhaustion because it just does not fit anywhere. Lately, there have been a lot of things that do not make sense, and try as we might, we cannot wrap our human brains around them. Thus, there is a lot of frustration going on, a lot of upset and irritated people running around with pieces of puzzle that do not seem to have somewhere to fit in with everything else. There's a lot of anger because of this, and the tension is so palpable, it's like a stench permeating the earth. If we all continue to hold up our puzzle piece and try to force it in somewhere, we will keep clashing and turning against each other. There will always be something in our earthly experience that does not make sense, that does not fit into our idea of what the completed puzzle looks like. A time comes when we must examine ourselves and our need to make sense of everything. How important is it to our spiritual growth to have all the answers? A time comes when we need to release the desire to know everything and allow the unfolding of the mysteries of life in divine timing, to stop waiting for it all to make sense and instead focus on being someone who speaks to the calmness of the storm instead of being the thunder. Dear angels, we are all doing the best we can these days, but sometimes it looks like we are pedaling backwards and spinning from all the chaos. We could use some guidance in what to do with our puzzle pieces. Dear ones, how often we have shared with you the fact that there will always be contrast in your 3D world. And when you focus on the latest thing arising from that contrast, you are being distracted from your purpose for being here. Yet, once again, there is turmoil and uprising and a reason to be upset. Dear ones, there is much power in awareness. You can only gain awareness by stepping out of the fog of the chaos and observing it from a higher perspective. When you are in the heat of battle, you're only focused on survival. Your decision-making process works much differently than when you are sitting in a group huddle planning strategy. Right now, it seems there is a lot of chaos and very little strategy. There are battle lines being drawn. There is much discontent, but little solution. We encourage you, dear ones, to put on the armor of awareness. This will result in a massive shift in consciousness as more of you commit to joining the huddle where you can get in one accord and collaborate instead of feeling alone and scared. Your conscious thoughts feed your subconscious, which contains all your experiences and is the essence of who you are. When you rely on the conscious thought to figure everything out, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment. You will continue to spin out, become frustrated that the puzzle pieces are not fitting. Dear ones, look with your spiritual eyes and not your human eyes. Gather yourselves in discussion of a deeper understanding on the subconscious level. In doing so, you will see where to expend your energy and help each other come back to the oneness. Dear angels, thank you. I love you. Today, I promise to be more aware of what Spirit is showing me rather than what my physical eyes see, and relinquish the need for all the pieces to fit together. Whew. All right, it's out there. This is what they're saying to us. What do you say back to the angels? What do you get from this message? I feel like it's a message of hope myself. I know that the angels are aware of everything that's taking place on earth, wherever it may be. I know that they're not focused on one particular area, but on all of humanity as a whole. And I think this was an important message for us to really listen to stop looking with those physical eyes and to gather our thoughts together, working in collaboration with each other, walking each other home, as Ram Dass and as Charlie Kuhns always reminds us. So what are your thoughts? I would love to hear. We have our beautiful Hope that joined in. Hello, Hope Wellington Marshall. So glad you're here. Charlie Kuhns has arrived. Angelic Mediumship and Counseling. Thank you for being here. Welcome. All we got to do is live it the best we can. Exactly. We're all doing the best we can with what we've got. And when we go deeper and take a deeper dive into our subconscious mind, we have even more tools to work with. Isabel, hi, darling. Kathy Hand, thank you for being here. Zilly Leon, thank you for being here. And Angelic Mediumship and Counseling. I don't know your name. If you want to tell us your name, I'd love that. Hope, yes. Ask for the guidance and then let it go and trust. Total trust. Oh my goodness, are you serious? John Thaddeus Fiore. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh, John, what a pleasure to have you on. Isabel says, yes, it is the only way to bear and rise in this world. Yeah, it is. When they give these words to us, when they give these thoughts to us, it's to help us. It's for us to see that we're not alone. We are not alone. We came here. We chose to be here for such a time as this. But when we chose to be here, we had a lot of information. And part of that information was we were never going to be alone. We would always have the angels, always leading, always speaking, always guiding us. And the angels told me at the beginning of this year, 2022, that they were going to bring a message every night for us. Every night they were going to bring some guidance, and they have not disappointed. Every night since January the 1st, I have sat with the angels. I have written what they have to say, and then I share it. And it's for all of us. It's to be shared. This is the year of really stepping into our magnificence, and they're helping with that. And we are getting there. The more we listen to them, the more we're rising up to our magnificent self. Oh, thank you, John. I'm so happy you're here today. Auntie Jean Lorio says, I have always liked to figure things out. The harder the problem, the more fun it was. What I have learned, though, that sometimes my figuring out comes from my ego. I don't need to know everything. I need to know to have faith and trust and stay away from illusions. Yes, indeed, Auntie Jean, you got it. Kathy Hand says, yes, I liked that message. I feel the angels know what we need in these difficult times. It is so easy to fall into despair when it seems that our American freedoms and livelihood are being revoked. The angels and spirit will guide us and teach us. We will stop asking, why is this happening? And start asking, what do I need to learn from this? And how can I keep sharing my message of love and peace? Yes, indeed, Kathy Hand. I learned that huge lesson years ago. No more asking why. When we ask why, we're in a state of confusion, and we're saying that we lack understanding. And we should never come from a state of lack. We have everything we need. We have everything all the knowledge that we need to know inside of us. And the angels can help us to remember it by helping us remember our magnificence. We have everything we need to survive here on this planet. So we really do have everything. We don't have any reason to say we have lack, because we have all the resources we need. And as they were saying in this message, there's always going to be something come up to distract us from that fact that we do have everything we need, that we are abundant, that whatever we desire, we just go into that subconscious state and know that it is ours. Know without a doubt, have the faith, the trust, the belief that everything is in divine timing, everything is working according to the divine plan. And when we can go there and do that, then we find the peace inside. We're no longer caught up in that spin. I absolutely love this message from them today. You know, I've been saying that a lot lately, haven't I? every time I read the message, I'm like, oh, I love that, because it is coming from love. It's coming from a place of pure love, which is what the angels are. Andrea Gregg, hello, darling. And Isabel says, they give us peace on finding our way to love, light, and joy. What a relief to have their guidance, to believe and faith. It is, isn't it? It's such a beautiful thing to know that we have that resource. We have them constantly. We all have guardian angels. And if we would just pay more attention to our guardian angels and let them lead, let them show us the road, the path that would be the best path. Remember, yesterday's message was about standing at that crossroads. And which direction do I go? Which way do I go, angels? And if we just listen to them, they put the breadcrumbs out. They show us the signs. And it's so easy. We tend to complicate it. We tend to say, oh, I don't know if that breadcrumb was for me. I don't know if that was my sign. Maybe that was somebody else's sign. So we do all of this insecurity stuff. We do all this doubting inside instead of doing the simple thing, going into faith, trust, belief, allowing that when we ask the question, it's going to be answered. When we ask for help, we're going to receive help. If we can just always remember that we are never going to be ignored because we matter. Every one of us matters. We are all important. And keep that foremost in your mind, that you are important. Every word you say matters. Every thought you think and every action that you do, or every inaction that you do, it all matters. So take this to heart. Remember, it's not a puzzle. It's not something we're trying to solve. We're here to love. We're here to shine our light, to help each other, to walk each other home, and to give more than we want to receive. If we can remember that the beauty, the blessing is in the giving. And when we give that love forward, it comes back to us. But the primary motivation for giving it is to bless others. And then watch the miracles happen. Thank you all for being here today. I love you so very much. You're in my heart always. And stay in your heart and stay blessed. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, y'all.